Now tell me what happened to your legs.
Well, I went to have a hysterectomy. Perfect, got over it beautiful. Coming out of hospital, one day I suddenly noticed my feet had swollen. And they were bad, and then it seemed to travel up to my legs.
And what did you do in that time?
Well, we thank God I had my husband at the time, because we went to the hospital. I don't know what I'd have done on my own. And I was tested for everything you could be tested for, cancer, you name it, under these scanners and things. And they mentioned cellulitis, oedema, and then, thank goodness, they found out it was lymphedema. And well, then it starts sinking in. You may as well be told you've got some terrible disease, because it affects your life. Because you then have to wear unsightly stockings all the time, and you don't wear nice shoes anymore. But it came on. But if I hadn't met the lady from this hospital, and do you know, I can't even remember how I met her. I must have got referred to her, Katrina. I had to go in bandages, compression bandages.
Why did you have to give up the job?
Well, I was working with young children and bending down to do their laces up and miss this and miss that, and I couldn't cope with it anymore. How old was I then? Probably, coming up for 60. So I was due for retiring anyway, so it just made it a bit easier. And it was the tests at the hospital. I thought I was never going to get a decision. In fact, one doctor did say, "Do you want me to tell you you've got cancer?" And I said, "No, I want you to tell me what is wrong with me." But when I met Katrina, she said to me, she came to my home, and she said to me, "I don't suppose you'd wear compression bandages from toe to thigh for a month." And I said, "No, I will not for a month."
Did that change the kind of shoes you could wear, the clothes that you wore?
The width of your feet alter, they do get wider, although now my legs are the best they've ever been. But I've never obviously I change my stockings, but I never take those support stockings off as such. They're there night and day, because I have seen ladies with big legs and it immobilises you, and I can't afford to be immobilised. And once I was introduced to somebody who had it more than me, and she was quite young, beautiful girl, and she wore them right up to her waist, tights, and she made such a good job of it. I thought, if she can do it, this is when I first got it, I got introduced to her, and I went home and said to my husband, "I've met the most stunning girl, and yet she's got lymphedema." And she was making the best of it, trying to keep her weight down and everything. So I suppose whatever you get, you have to live with it, really. And if we didn't have the support stockings, what would we do? We'd be out here somewhere. So, but it is important. And not only that, it's the physical side as well, what it does to you. Lifting your leg, sometimes you can't even, if you've got trainers on or anything, you find it hard to do your shoelaces up. You can't sort of get your leg up on a chair or anything. But I don't think anything ever's defeated me. I wouldn't let it.
I don't think it would it? So, was the turning point for you when you came here to this clinic? What advice and what support did they give you that you hadn't had before?
Well, I think I was very down when I first came, very down, especially the minute you're told there's no cure, because I was still looking for a cure. You know, can't you do this, can't you do that, and different things, and it does affect you, even to the point of if you want a knee operation, which I'm wondering if I need, would that affect the lymphedema? And if it would, I wouldn't have it done, things like that. But it does affect your whole world. It could, as I say, it could be worse. People have terrible things, burns, whatever. But I don't think you ever look at that. You never think that person is worse than you. You always feel sorry for yourself. It's human nature, isn't it, in a way? You know, you sort of... But why me? Because I've always followed my mum's health. And we both had a hip operation. I was bobbing along fine. And she never had a hysterectomy, but she never got this. And I thought, well... And my nephew keeps saying, you can't follow people's health, but I always thought, well, if my mum hasn't had it, I won't get it. But you do.
So what have they done here that's helped you to get to where you are now?
Well, I don't think I've got it as bad as a lot of people. I've seen a lot worse here, and they prescribe me my stockings
That's
so many
made a real
pairs a
difference,
year.
hasn't
Oh,
it?
absolutely. And I've never had to go back into the compression bandages. I think I've got secondary lymphedema. What that means, I don't know. I've had Katrina and I've had Christina, and they've both been excellent. They examine your leg when you come. Oh, cream. I have to put this thick cream on every day, and I would not miss it for the world. It's thick cream, but it keeps the texture of your skin, because it isn't just your leg, it's your skin as well that's affected.
What is your skin like now?
I think it's good, quite good, not bad at all, but it thickens the skin. So, I mean, you put handfuls, and I mean, you're lucky to get this cream, really, because you're softening not only your legs, your heels, your toes, everything. So it's like a moisturiser, really, but that's what you're doing, I suppose, keeping the skin as supple as you can. And I do that every day religiously, absolutely. And that's about all, I think, that you can do for lymphedema.